Welcome to Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa, where the stories are good, the coffee's strong, and the charm is home brewed.
We bring you the heart of small town living,
One story,
one sip,
and one beat at a time. Welcome to Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa. We are thrilled you're joining us for another episode highlighting the heart of our community. Today we have a very special guest, our local good neighbor and friend, Brian Brashear. Not only is he protecting our homes, he is also in charge of beautifying Main Street. He will tell us about the upcoming decorating contest for America250. Hey Brian, welcome to the show, and
thank you.
How you been?
I've been doing great. It's absolutely been wonderful. Springtime is in the air. There's a new energy afoot in my office and then on Main Street, of course, and just a lot of new beginnings.
Yeah. I know you've been busy. You just moved your office onto Main Street, so that's kind of great. Let us know about that and about the America250.
Okay. Well, I guess I can start on the move to Main Street. That's been an absolute blast to be in the middle and the heart of all the action. It's great to be able to look out and see the folks on the sidewalk and just how Main Street should be. That's when I moved my business out here, I thought Taylorsville was the quintessential America, because you see the old facades, you see the light posts, and you see the benches, and it just looks wonderful when it's decorated in this different seasons. And so I love being a part of that, and that's actually what attracted me to be participating in Main Street and on those committees. But moving the office over there, I've had my eye on that building for a little while, and I wanted to move that there to Main Street, and it just so happened that I guess divine intervention, God was there in the right place, and I was able to get me connected with the Kingsolvers, who were more than happy to sell that because lo and behold, Lauren was a member of Main Street in the past as well, and she had a similar vision, and they weren't able to make that come to fruition with the success of their business. So I'm glad to have the torch passed to me and really preserve this for future generations. I was standing out there looking at the sidewalk last night after I got done cutting the grass, which is a new role I've taken on. And
you didn't have to do that at the shopping center.
Sure did. No, it was a great concrete lot. It was so I didn't need to do any of that, but it is nice being able to take some pride in that location, but also some civic pride, and put my money where my mouth is, and let folks know that not only do I believe in preservation and the beautification of Main Street, but I'm doing that with my business and able to do that and invest my time. My wife and I have absolutely loved the process going through that. It's just been fun peeling back layer after layer, and underneath the layer you're finding a new piece of history or something a little quirky, something unique about it. And every home here on Main has a story, and Main Street itself has a story since the county was founded in 1824, and the plat was created for Taylorsville in 1799, I believe. And it was really, really neat seeing that research come all the way up to present day, and just kind of peeling those things back and bring it together. But the team's loving it. Pardon our mess if you ever stop by, but we've had a lot of banging and noise on the exterior. If you've driven down there in the last few days, we should see some really significant transformations here in the next days, if not week, as we lead up to our open house on April 23rd. So it's been a great experience. It's been a lot of fun. It's taken my mind off a lot of other things in life in a good and positive note. So besides that, I always welcome people to come in and see the hard work and what we've been able to bring back to life, and rather not let it sit dormant and unused. So that's been it's been a wonderful opportunity.
That's great. I mean, I've always had great experiences working with you, because you were always one of those type of people that, yeah, you need to make your buck to survive, but at the same time, if it didn't work, you were the type of person to say, well, why don't you go check this place and compare and see if they could do better. So I mean, it's one of those things. So, and then moving to Main Street, that's kind of cool, because I know you've been on that Main Street committee for years, and even when we talked in Settler Center, you were always like, I'd like to move closer to Main Street and all that. So that's awesome.
Can't lose the vision. You gotta stay focused.
That's it.
Make sure that you got it.
And you said your open house is going to be on April 23rd.
Correct. April 23rd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll have some light refreshments from a couple local establishments here for some treats. But we'll roll our phones so we're not distracted, but the staff will be there to greet, to give guided tours of the first floor, give you a little bit of the history behind it, and just really see what it used to be, because most people were familiar with the Spencer Magnet and how they had that looking, and it was exactly like they had left yesterday when we purchased the building. So seeing that transformation, a lot of people who've been here for decades in their entire life will definitely, I feel, appreciate what we've been able to do and bring it back to life.
Awesome. Awesome.
And you've been researching some history on the home and the different people that have been there, because I think you were showing me some old pictures where it used to be the Lee Miller house?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if we have enough time on the podcast for all the information that I find to be cool, but I am a closet nerd when it comes to just information and history. But to give you a brief overview, when we were first really serious working with the sellers to purchase the home, I went to the county clerk's office and on my lunch break, and I dug up some records. If you guys go to the courthouse and county clerk's office, right behind where you renew your tags, they have all the documents from whenever there was deeds, you have probates and wills and things like that. So just kind of taking what I knew, who owned it at what particular time, and worked my way backwards. And I worked my way all the way back to 1843 when I noticed that the house, lot 15 is where we're at, was sold, and it was sold with not only a lot, but a home on it. And so that leads me to believe that that home was most likely built around that 1843, probably 1850s or before. So pre-Civil War home. And of course, I did a lot of research with the wonderful Mary Frances Brown's History of Spencer County book. Found an old picture there. And then of course, the 2019 Spencer County Historical and Genealogical Society self-guided tour book had a wonderful write-up, and that gave me a lot of information that aligned with the county clerk records. So, but yes, it was built around that time. Had an apothecary and a bootmaker in there at one time, and in the early 1900s, it was actually an insurance agency. Johnston Miller is associated with that, and I found some neat ads in the Spencer Magnet from the 20s, 30s, and 40s. It was really neat. I'd love to showcase those in the office. But I guess we're kind of making it come full circle here 100 years later, definitely. But the history's been phenomenal. There's a lot of stuff that we think might be original, but there's been a lot of additions over the years. The house used to sit on the street as it was indicative of the time, and what put it on the National Register in the Historic District is that it was significant because at that time, around 1906, the house itself was moved to its current location. So they were digging up my sign the other day, and they found one of the brick foundation blocks that was close to the street, which I thought was very neat. And so naturally he says, "Do you want me to save this?" I said, "Of course." So I've got this old foundation brick. But that was very, very neat to see. There were some additions made. A kitchen was added in on the 20s. But over the years, it's just been used as an investment property. And it's changed hands several times over the years. But we're glad to preserve it for the next generation, because if you drive down Main Street the next probably 24 hours, you'll see what I would expect it would have looked like around the turn of the century. And that's just neat to be able to put your hands on that clapboard, or that paint. I don't know what's in it, but just to kind of get a feel for what
I was shocked when I drove down the street the other day. I was like, what happened? Because it was white and now it's not white.
Yes. So you just wait. So we're going to have a stark white, I guess, put back on the vinyl, but we're going to have it trimmed in black. It's going to be really, really nice. We're using a local company to help us out with the siding, the gutters, and the trim. Monarch Restoration with Austin Collins and his crew. They're doing a great job. And then we're getting a new roof put on as well. And we're just that'll be the last phase of the project. There's a lot of folks I need to thank for that. And so follow our socials for that, because I'm definitely going to give a link to them. They've been great referral partners. They do wonderful work. And so that's why I wanted to use these folks to help showcase what they can do for us. So I really believe in them.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
And now, so now moving to the 250 committee and the Main Street decorating contest that will be going on soon. Give us a little bit about that and so we can explain and get more people to help join.
You got a little more skin in the game being on Main Street
Yeah,
now.
indeed. If you ask Dave Young at the Teacup, I'm Mr. Main Street.
Yeah.
And that's just a joke. That I don't mean or take that seriously by any means. But I think that the opportunity that Main Street had presented to us in conjunction with the Chamber as well as the Tourism Committee, we are in a position to really take that civic pride and patriotism to a new level. And what I told you before about what made me fall in love with Taylorsville is it looks like the quintessential American Main Street. And there's nothing more inspiring to me than to drive down Main Street and see the row of flags that are down there, and they're off the light poles. And Main Street does a great job of really changing those out and making sure that they're relevant. And so I thought, well, I've always found it fascinating to run into bicentennial quarters whenever you see those, and that's a defining moment. 200 years of American history, and now we are literally living history on a daily basis. But this is an opportunity for us to take advantage of the 250 or the semi-sesquicentennial, if you want to be official with it. That's semi-sesquicentennial, and I wanted to take this because I felt like I wanted to be part of something that we could help leave a legacy on Main Street and really make our mark. Because when we also were present with the time capsule opening, I believe it was last summer, if I'm not mistaken, or it might have been 24. I think it might have been 24.
Yeah, it's already.
And that was close to 50 years that it took to open that time capsule. And it was just neat to be able to look back and see the people that participated, see the civic leaders at the time, the people that were really invested and involved in the community. And that's why I'm an agent here in the community. That's why I love to do what I do. I get to, of course, help people protect what matters most, be there when they need them, and when they need me and my team. But also, I'm here to assist with, Little Johnny's sponsorship or Little Susie's Club, to help out the kids and the betterment of our future. So this is just something that's going to be a lasting thing that I'm very proud to be a part of. And of course, Steve, you and I are helping out with this. No secret there. If you just found out, well, let's get on board. Catherine Scott with tourism has been phenomenal as well. But what we're wanting to do with America250 on Main Street is something that I'm more than happy to do because I bother people on a daily basis anyway. So if you are on Main Street between the old Family Dollar and the fire department on Main, I'll run in the length of that. I'm going to be knocking on your door personally, whether it's a business or it's a private residence. And I'm going to ask you to get involved because we have a wonderful, wonderful idea to be able to showcase during the parade on the 4th of July our civic pride and our patriotism by, decorating your homes, decorating your businesses, and having a contest as a result. That's just going to be an absolutely amazing way to get everybody involved. And there's a couple missions statements aligned with America250's Main Street decorating. One would be to enliven Main Street with civic pride, demonstrating to future generations about what Taylorsville was in the state of Kentucky here at that time. And so we want to incentivize everyone to decorate and really make this something beautiful that we can walk down and just think, wow, look at this community. We're able to really just celebrate our existence as a whole. But also, Catherine brought up a very good point. We want to help encourage the revitalization of Main Street too. And one of the categories will be encouraging some upgrades to maybe the facade. We can put up a flag for a month or two to celebrate 4th of July in America250, but what type of things can we do that maybe for this decorating contest that could have a lasting impression beyond just this year? And so that'll definitely be a category, but there'll be a lot of different categories that you could look to enter and compete in, and all in good fun and good spirit. So that's our little piece of the pie. America250 is so much larger than this, but this is what I would want to take on and be a part of to, have people have a fun competition, because I love some good competition.
And how are people going to select what categories they're entering and all that good stuff?
So currently working on a couple items to finalize the categories that the entrants could enter for business or for private residences. And then we're also going to be working on the rubric on the grading criteria. So once that's together, then each entrant would be able to select up to 3 categories that they would want to be judged upon and what they're kind of focused on. That way we can give folks directions on, what would constitute an entry, what we're looking for in a grade upon for that trophy and award. So yes, there would be some sort of recognition and award. You may or may not get yard bond in terms of the sign for this house or this business is a winner in this category. And the element of surprise, I think, waking up and being able to see that's the goal. That would be very, very heartwarming. And then that way everybody on the 4th of July, America250 will be able to recognize not only the decorations, but the winners that were able to take that home. And something interesting too, you would think, I think, typically your 4th of July celebration would be during the day, but there is a nighttime light category that we're working on building out, and that would have a whole other level, I think, of nighttime displays. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that comes to be. So I know this is the first time that we've really done this, but we really encourage some participation. My goal is to see every single house or business decorated, however big or small, just to kind of showcase our county seat here on Main Street.
I think it would be really cool if we did red, white, and blue lights on the light posts and stuff too. Like we do white for Christmas, but if we did a red one, a white one, a blue one,
that would
all
be
the way down
wonderful.
Main Street.
Yes, that would be amazing. We can vote on that one in May.
I was gonna say, surely we can get that done, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I really think
We already
so.
have the white lights, so
Right.
we're halfway there. Or a third of the way
A third of
there.
the way there.
Yes.
I do math.
Math.
I'll just go for accounting. I can do that.
It's too early in the morning for that.
So many people compliment the winter lights. Just seeing those go row after row after row. And just kind of like runway lights as you head, out towards the lake or head out towards Mount Washington. It's just phenomenal to come across. Just takes you back and sets you in your seat. And I really appreciate it. And I see it most every single day whenever, of course, those are decorated.
Yeah, I remember back in Brooklyn, we used to have, during the summer, you had a big festival and they'd have the lights set up on that. And then right after that, as soon as Christmas came, they had the Christmas lights up there. And it was just like, kind of like going into the cavern down here where they light up underneath. And it was like, all you saw was this light show above you. Didn't care about the idiots on the street and stuff like that. But you get mesmerized by those lights. It was kind of cool.
Oh, yes.
I love seeing it when I drive out back home.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That needs to happen. I think that'll be non-negotiable. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. And so if people want to join to enter the contest or volunteer to help, because we always need volunteers, as we said.
Always.
Let them know where they can reach you and put that out there for them.
Yes, absolutely. So you can, best way to reach me is at my office. It's either via email or phone number. You can Google our State Farm office, Brian Brashear, State Farm agent, or you can email me at brian@securewithbrashear.com. Make sure you spell my name right. I'm a smart guy, but it's not spelled brain. It's spelled B-R-I-A-N. And my phone number is 502-512-0158. I really encourage anybody that's willing to take a little bit of their time to volunteer and see what they can do, boots on the ground, and assist. Steve and I are only one person each, and we can cover some ground, but we're always looking for more hands and more volunteers, and this is a wonderful opportunity to step up and what can I do for our community here, especially to honor the 250th birthday of the United States of America.
Be a part of history.
It really is, yes.
Yeah, that's
And the America250 committee can use help as
Help,
well.
yeah.
I mean, they're doing a parade and fireworks and
everything else.
and events during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to seeing all of this come to fruition. We have a lot of great people in the community that are passionate about a lot of different things, but it's very cool. We can have a lot of different groups and organizations come together with a common goal and purpose to see these large things come together, because it really does. I know it's cliche, but it does take a village for a lot of these events to come together, and there's a lot of work behind it. We have a wonderful supportive community. People come out on all ends for all of these events that we see. So I hope to see a lot of folks there, and then a lot of participation too.
Well, we're excited to see it. When should the community expect people to start decorating? Because if the voting's going to happen and be announced for July 4th, obviously it's going to start taking place beforehand.
Right. I would say that you can get started decorating as soon as you feel the urge to get out there and start taking care of your yard or throwing your lights up. But we'll have the judging, and that'll be released soon, but we'll have the judging there early in the week, possibly July 1st or 2nd, and then we will be able to have an AM and PM vote, and that's of course to take care of the day displays and then the nighttime displays, and then we'll have those committees or those judging panels vote, and then we'll be able to I would like to think surprise those folks with their trophies and their yard signs, and that's all from tourism and Catherine Scott for the incentive. Bragging rights is a big deal. I've got the best house, or I've got the best business on the block. And don't be alarmed. I am not going to be judging myself at all. I have to recuse myself, but don't you worry, I'm going to be participating too, because I think it's absolutely phenomenal to be able to showcase what our Main Street will look like with the full support of the red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure your wife has a great idea of how to decorate for you.
Yes, the last 2 weekends we went to antique shops and malls and tried to pull out some vintage and retro decorations, and trust me, she's got them piled up in our storage.
That's awesome.
Well, we can't wait to see your business at the open house on April 23rd, and then obviously we can't wait to celebrate America turning 250 and the decorating contest, and just everyone to come down and witness the charm of Main Street. Experience it.
Yes, exactly. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's all for today's episode of Small Town Pulse. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your day with us.
We'll be back soon with more voices, more stories, and more of the heart that makes small towns shine.
Until then, keep listening
Keep smiling.
and always keep your finger on the pulse.